I got so pissed. I took it out on my poor DS. When I was little, I used to be, well, I guess I kind of still am. When I was little, I used to be really fucking competitive. If I lost at anything, I would immediately get pissed off. Especially when I was like, probably when I was like 5. I would throw like the biggest tantrums and I would yeet fucking controllers. I think the last time I kind of learned to stop being so competitive was when I was 8 or 9. Did I already have my dog? It was when the first, like, I don't know if you guys were old enough to remember, because there's a lot of young people out there. I don't know if you remember, like, the first DS that came out. It was like a chunky, thick boy. Yeah, I had that one. And this is a story time about the time that I broke it, because I got really pissed off for losing a game. I got that DS on Christmas, I remember. I didn't really want the DS. It was more of my brother telling me, like, hey, you should get one because it comes with Mario Kart. It was like a bundle or something. It was like the red DS and then it came with like Mario Kart, and he was like, you should get it because I want Mario Kart. And don't you want a DS? And I was like, huh, I think I do. I didn't even think about getting a DS, but it was because of him that I was like, yeah, I think it was one of my first fucking consoles that belonged to like me, because I had a Game Boy. Like, I'll probably insert a picture right here. I had a Game Boy, but it was never actually like my Game Boy. It was more like my brother, and he would give it to me and be like, oh, you can borrow this, but it's mine. You can say it's yours, but it's mine. And I was like, what? But this DS, it was like mine. I remember I got home and I fucking played the shit out of that goddamn Mario Kart, and like I was so in love with that DS, and I always played as Princess Daisy. I love Daisy. I loved that fucking DS. Like, I would take it to my fucking classroom. I was in 5th grade. 5th? Yeah, I was in 5th grade. I would take it to my class in 5th grade, and like I would sneak it and play it in front of, like, we had this weird tiny little room that was in between all the 5th grade classes, and like it was kind of like a study room or like a free time room. And like I remember one time that me, Destiny, my crush, and I forget who else, we all went in there because we were allowed to, and like I just whipped out my DS and I was like, you guys want to play? And they're like, we don't have DSs. And I was like, that's too bad. Ow, I just pulled my hair. I was like, that's too bad. I do. And I just started playing in front of them and I was like, oh, I'm so cool. Oh my god. I forgot what year it was, but it was the year that Pokemon Diamond and Pearl was gonna come out. And that was the game that kind of like basically like murdered my poor DS. That year, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out, and like what me and my brother do is whenever 2 Pokemon games come out, we each get one and then the other person gets the other. Automatically, when Pokemon Diamond was shown, I was like, I want Pokemon Diamond because I like diamonds and I deserve that one. He was like, okay. I remember I fucking loved Pokemon Diamond, bro. That was my shit. I think Pokemon Diamond was like the first Pokemon game that I actually beat by myself all the way through. Like, I had Pokemon Leaf Green, and I kind of played Pokemon Sapphire, but I never actually got through them when I played them the first time, because to me they were like fucking hard. But back then, like, that was my first Pokemon game that I managed to beat. But before I beat it, I think I did pretty well. I was still kind of figuring out Pokemon at the time, and like I didn't truly grasp the whole like type situation. I would just be like, I like that Pokemon, I'm gonna level it up all the way. Like, I just kind of didn't really know how to play it, so that kind of leads up to what happens next. If you did play Pokemon Diamond, then you remember the gym leader, Gardenia, it's this bitch. And I kind of like underestimated her because I was like, oh, I lived, I beat her trainers, this will be okay, I'll be fine. No, when I went to go challenge the bitch, she beat the shit out of me. I got to her fucking, I remember I got to her fucking. And that motherfucker beat the shit out of me, and I got a little angry, and I was like, it's okay, it's fine. This is my first time going against her. It'll be okay. No, it wasn't. I challenged her 5 fucking times. And I think the thing I hated the most was that she kept like healing herself. And I was like, well, how many fucking potions do you have, you fucking bitch? And it was at the 5th time that I got so pissed. I took it out on my poor DS. My poor fucking beautiful
apple red
DS. I remember it was raining that day too. And it was so dramatic. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got my DS and I like turned it and I held it like this and I just went, ah! Don't give kids expensive stuff. I ended up snapping it in half. Not like all the way through, but enough to like make the screen dangle. It took me like 10 seconds to realize what I had done. Like I just stood there staring at it. And then it finally clicked and I was like, oh my god! And I freaked out so bad and I started crying and I was like, what did I do? What have you done? What have you done? My brother ended up hearing my cries of despair and he came into my room and he was like, why are you being so loud? And I was like, I broke my fucking DS. And he was like, what? How? And I was like, I got mad and I snapped it in half. And he was like, wow, you're actually a fucking idiot. He left. And I was like, wow. Only I would do that. Only me as a child with anger problems would I do something as stupid as snapping my DS in half. I could still play it, but I had to like lift the screen with my fingers. And I was just so upset the whole time. Anytime I played it, I would just be like, I'm an idiot. And my brother would just be like, yeah, you are. I think my mom found out at one point and she was like, wow. Sucks for you. In that point in my life, when my parents were together, they were actually pretty well off. So they would kind of like, they would spoil me. Like, I don't really like to talk about it because yes, I was a spoiled brat when I was little. Not too obnoxious, but I was kind of spoiled when I was little. So like the next DS that came out, they were nice enough to like give it to me right away. And I was like, oh my god. And it was the other red one. And then that screen broke, but that was an accident. That wasn't because I was angry. I swear to God, that was an accident.
That is not correct.
It was just old. It was her time. I'm trying to justify my actions. It was old. That first DS that I had, I fucking loved it. Like, when I broke it, it broke my heart. I actually have it still. I kept it because it has so much sentimental value to me, even though it doesn't turn on anymore. Here's my DS. Isn't she pretty? As you can see, she is broke as fuck. She got cracked the fuck up. She is beautiful. I love her. Look at yourself. You're looking at yourself looking into my DS. Isn't that amazing? Technology has advanced. See if you can. Amazing. ASMR. It's huge. I forgot how huge it is. This thing is huge. It's like a brick. But yeah, I love this DS. It was my favorite. I think I even gave it a name when I was little. I don't remember what the name was, but I'll keep her till the day I die. I'll probably bury myself with this fucking DS just to remind my fucking stupid dead self, like, look at the mistakes you made. That's just a short story time about the day that I broke my fucking DS from anger problems. I had a lot of anger problems as a kid. That's probably gonna be the next story time that I do. I'll probably do like a room tour now that we have a good camera and it doesn't look like we're in a fucking microwave. We know our video quality was bad. So, anyways, that was the video. Hopefully that made you laugh. Okay, bye.